takes into account if someone's new and goes a bit softly.
Yeah. So Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa. So a recent comment I heard was that perhaps a little talk that we do at the start of our meditation sometimes can be perhaps hard hitting. So I think what we need to address is that meditation isn't about rainbows and unicorns and feeling all zapped out. It's about the reality of life, right? And the reality of life is this, that we live in an illusion and we live in a delusion. We're deluded. The fact that every individual is required to have a numeric identity, which can be tracked 24/7, and you are paid in crypto or in digital currencies, embedded in your very bones and structure. So you go and do your work, you walk into a supermarket, the supermarket, you pick your products. As you walk out, the digital currency is extracted out of you. And humanity has been cocooned, and particularly people now, cocooned in reality of life. The reality of life is simple at the moment. 90% of humanity is herded. It's a slave system. It's digital slavery, it's financial slavery, it's economic slavery. Most of the production services are owned by a few. All media is owned by a few. Those who make the drugs also make the food. So to ensure that there always a supply. The fact that we're not waking up to a bunch of, call them elite, call them what you want, but ultimately pedophilic, parasitic predators. And yet humanity wants to complain about using offensive language when human beings are being sold for the pleasure of men and women. So unless we speak about some truths, we remain in the silence. And we are consenting that which is going on. And as one human being once said, when good men don't, when you don't stand against or up to injustice, then you are part of the injustice. You are part of the injustice, and you will not be spared. And there is a bigger reason. There's a bigger purpose to this. Nothing in life is static. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. Everything you sow is what you're going to reap, and everything you reap is what you have sown. It's the nature of life. You sow tomato pips and seeds, you're going to get tomato plants. You're not getting orange juice, or you're not going to get, pineapples. What you sow is what you reap. And humanity, and this is what the great teachers have been trying to teach you. The Nanaks, the Kabirs, the Christ, the Buddhas, the Mahavir, there are loads of them, and of today, trying to teach you one thing. That is certain. Understand there's nothing you can hold on to life. Understand that the life you have is a gift. Understand it's part of a cycle, a chakkar. And this chakkar is infinite number of lives in different forms. Ever thought why you're a human? And the thing that visits your garden is a cat. Ever wondered why the children in Gaza weren't born here? When we as human beings right now can do something about it, but we all choose not to. Perhaps if you make a few noises. The same truth that we like to see life within a very narrow window. And those who control your media, those who control the language, and those who control what is in the dominant worldview control your awareness. The most important quality that you possess beyond your health is about your awareness. Your awareness is like spending money. Once you spend it, you don't get it back. So if you fix your awareness on the psychodrama that's going around you with a bunch of clowns pretending to be in charge while destroying humanity, then you've lost the game. Because our awareness is their consent. The awareness is first to become aware of the fact you're taken for a ride. Guru Amar Das Ji says in our Sikh worldview, the world is blind. The world is blind, engaged in dramas, egocentric dramas, in a dream. Nanak says. What are we blind to? We're blind to the fact that every single moment your life runs through. All the breaths that you spend today ain't coming back tomorrow. Every single moment is a moment that will never come back again. So, where do you invest your awareness? Do you even know that you are investing your awareness anywhere? Because now all religions have been bastardized, all politics are corrupt, all food is poisoned, air is poisoned, the chemtrails, the jabs. Just look around you. How far will you allow yourself to be domesticated? How far? The fact that we may wear a handsome beard isn't to do with fashion, or unshorn hair isn't to do with fashion. It's non surrender. The first act of surrendering, look in your past. The police, the army, the prisoners remove their hair, take their sovereignty, take their sovereignty. And that became so normalized that we do it willingly. So normalized, we willingly do it. 160,000 hair on approximately, I haven't counted mine, but around that. Apparently, blonde hairs, I think there are more red hairs, there are less. Yeah, it's surprising. But anyway, around 160,000. And each hair requires strength, energy. Each hair captures memory. Each hair is an antenna. You don't realize. So every time you get cut an inch off, that's 160,000 inches of very precious elements, rare elements, manganese, not your regular iron, but things that you can't get hold of. And we willingly cut it off. We willingly give the energy that's stored in our body, used in our body, willingly get rid of. Never realizing that 4 of your sense organs are covered with this mane. It's not a mistake. Existence knows what it's doing. And the very act of shorning it off is a disconnection from existence. Back in the day, if you're a prisoner, particularly in parts of India, how would you show? You'd shave someone's head. You make them bathe without dignity, without respect, people that don't need to be respected. This is how it was seen. But do you see how perverse it has become? So we are now in this life where we as humanity are going to be are being brought to our senses. And these are look, this is only for entertainment, right? So don't take it to say, just in case there are some mad people out there listening to this. Humanity, according to my understanding, humanity is being brought to a pinnacle where it needs to address itself. It needs to ask itself, where do I need to go? And the way this is going to be catalyzed is when we move from disclosure, which is what we said a year and a half ago, that watch summer 2026, we will begin to see the visibility of this whole idea. Ooh, there may be some other life forms in this infinite universe, right? The materialist might just admit that. And lo and behold, the USA prints out or publishes these things. But when it goes from just paper stuff and little visuals here and there to actual contact, which isn't that far away, and human beings realize that there are far superior intelligence. And what makes you a superior intelligence? Either you exploit the other, which is predatory superior intelligence, or you provide release from that predatory space into a space of freedom and consciousness. You have that on either side. So we are going to come to this understanding that there is far greater intelligence life, and this intelligent life is perhaps now where humanity begins to realize that actually killing each other, poisoning the planet simply for a bit of gold, and this promise of immortality, which will never happen, may not be the way forward. There is no chosen human being. Every human being is chosen. There is no chosen religion. All religions are nothing more than belief systems, and all belief systems are based on doubts. So if you get offended, such is life, right? So our understanding now should start looking at, or start to get our head on what is actually going on around us. Digital IDs, restriction of petrol. Do you really think that they are trying to promote electric on one side, and at the same time you're going to find that diesel isn't on your streets in a few months' time? Petrol is in short supply because of man-made disaster, man-made, just out of nothing more than greed. So as the greed is going to be exposed, so are our ethical space is going to be exposed. What are you going to put up with? What are you going to put up with? And until we get to the stage where we say, now, enough is enough, you're going to be taken for a ride. And that is really where the mystic comes in. Because the mystic is the one, or the ones, who will see through the illusion. They're not interested in religion. They're not interested in any other. They see life for what it is. And the mystics are the ones that have been trying to wake the world up, which is why the modern world does not accept mysticism, finds it threatening, finds it non-scientific. What has the science led to? More medicine, more disease. Yeah? More convenience, less time. I mean, more medicines, more illnesses. More technology, more illnesses. No one has any time to do what? Simply devote your attention to that which is trivial. And one day you wake up and you think, where did my life go? But I've got so many likes. We'll leave it at that. Okay, shall we do a bit of meditation then? Was that enough? Okay, so as usual, we begin with our back. Straighten your back. Close your eyes. Pull your shoulders back a little bit and tuck your chin in. And as you become aware of yourself, just notice how the body is at the moment. The posture, any discomfort, One way of describing meditation is the experience of direct reality. And the direct reality is the present moment, nothing more, nothing less. And in the present moment, there is no future, there is no past. And if we really, really look at life, we will notice that the only thing that you possess at any given moment is the moment of now. And this moment of now can be experienced by bringing your focus to things that are happening right now. And you will notice that you are breathing in the present moment. And this breath that you're taking right now is a once in a lifetime event. Nothing, never to return again. Nothing can replace it. And you will also notice that the breath breathes by itself and it follows a rhythm, a cycle. The in breath moving in, the out breath moving out, all by itself. And without awareness, none of this can be experienced. And now notice how you can move your focus wherever you want. So first bring it towards your eyes. Recognize what's in your field of awareness. In other words, what can you see? And as much as I would like to say, what is it that you can see? The seeing is taking place by itself. And then you simply attach your identity to it, that I am the seer. And then bringing your focus towards your ears, notice that when you bring your focus to your ears and begin to listen, as the sounds come to you, the hearing happens by itself. You're not in charge of the hearing. You're simply able to direct your awareness either towards the silence or the sounds around you, or you can fix it to this bell. Listening. And then notice how you can bring your focus from listening to all the sounds around you towards your breath. Fix it beneath your nose. From that floodlight awareness space to the spotlight awareness space, where you're fixed like a laser, watching the in breath, watching the out breath. And then by shifting your intention to move your focus from your breath to your mouth, Begin to notice the sensations within your mouth, the roof of your mouth. Notice your tongue. Allow it to soften. Allow your jaw to soften. And then gently bringing your focus above your head. And with intention, we manifest. Imagine a hula hoop above your head. And again, with intention, we bring it down so it begins to scan the body. And as the body is being scanned, we notice if there's any sensation that draws our focus. All the way down. And on your next breath in, you're going to bring your focus to your body once again. And you're going to notice if there's anything within the body that draws your focus now. How the physical body feels right this moment. And then notice that there are sensations where your body makes contact with your seat. And those sensations are happening by themselves. And then from those sensations, you can bring your focus to your hips. From your hips, you allow this awareness to move down your thighs towards your knees. And then from your knees, you move down towards your ankles. Notice your feet. And then moving to the soles of your feet. Next breath in, bring your focus back to the seat you're on. Notice that your back is straight and upright. And then gently bringing your focus from your lower back to the middle back. From our middle back, we move up toward the shoulder blades. Notice your shoulders. Allow them to soften if you can. And then slowly moving down from your shoulders to your elbows. From your elbows to your wrists. Notice the palms of your hands. And then notice the fingers. And then the next breath in, you bring your focus towards your eyes again. And again, notice the darkness or whatever you have in your field of vision. Recognizing awareness for awareness. In fact, as much as you'd like to identify with your body, with your thoughts, with your emotions, you and I are nothing more than awareness. And then as you breathe out, you allow your eyes to soften. And on your next breath in, bringing your focus towards your mouth, scanning your upper lip, scanning your lower lip, and then as you breathe in, bringing your focus within your mouth. And again, notice the roof of your mouth. Notice the inside cheek, moving to your tongue. Allow it to soften. Allow your jaw to soften. And then as you breathe out, you allow your face to relax and soften. And on your next breath in, once again, become aware of your body as best as you can. Taking note of what's going on with the body itself. Is there any discomfort, any pain? Tightness, ache, and then gently move your focus beneath your nose, becoming aware of your breath again. Stay with your breath, simply watching the in-breath as it moves in, the out-breath as it moves out. Stay with your breath. Begin to notice how you're breathing at the moment. How does the breath feel? Does your breath seem fast? Does it seem slow? Is your breath flowing smoothly, or are there any breaks in it? Stay with your breath. Does your breath feel cool or does it feel warm? Stay with your breath. Does your breath have a sound? Remember, when you're watching the breath, you're actually feeling as the breath moves in and the breath moves out. Notice a change in those sensations around your nose. Stay with your breath. Follow your out breath all the way till the end. Allowing every out breath to move you deeper and deeper into this moment of now. Notice how everything is moving. The breath moves as you remain still. Simply fixing your awareness to the breath. On your next breath in, bring your focus to your inner space. Notice what's going on within you. Any dominant thoughts? And then settling on your chest. So just hold your focus on your chest. Notice that the chest moves in rhythm with the breath. Notice the sensation around your ribs as the breath moves in and the breath moves out. And then when you're ready, you just bring your focus a bit deeper into yourself, right where your heart is, and see if you can hold it there. And as you hold your awareness there, begin to notice how you're feeling right now. Settled, rested, or restless. Is this moment comfortable or uncomfortable for you? Holding your focus right at your very core, right where your heart is. How do you feel in this moment? And on your next breath out, you're going to once again begin to listen to the sounds around you and allow the sound of the bell to move you deeper into the silence simply by following it. Gently bring your focus beneath your nose, once again sitting with your breath in silence. Begin to acknowledge your experience as best as you can. The silence, the peace, the calmness, perhaps the stillness, the silence. Allowing your nervous system to be regulated, to find its homeostasis, to undo the harm of stress, anxiety, anger, allowing the body to come back to its balance. Stay with your breath. And then on your next breath out, you're going to expand your focus to include your whole body once again. Notice how the body feels. If there's any discomfort, and then let's begin to put focus back into the body again, bringing awareness into ourselves. Taking your focus first to the seat you're on. Bringing your focus to the sensations within the body where you make contact. From those sensations, notice how the seat holds you in place. From those sensations, bring your focus up towards your hips, slowly moving down your thighs towards your knees, gently bringing awareness back into the body, from our knees to our ankles. Notice your feet, and then notice the soles of your feet. Bringing your focus back to the seat you're on. Noticing that the back is straight, upright. Shoulders, arms, hands comfortable. Eyes are still closed. Mouth is still closed, and the face is relaxed. Bringing your focus beneath your nose again. And now, as your breath moves in, you can sense your body. As the breath moves out, you can sense your body. Breathing in, you're at peace. Breathing out, you're at peace. Embedding yourself in the present moment. Breathing in, you're at peace. Breathing out, you're at peace. Breathing in, you sense your body. Breathing out, you sense your body. When you hear the next bell, use this bell to draw some slow, deep breaths in, and in your own good time, gently opening your eyes. Take your time.